Welcome back to Vitalise Coffee Break. Today I am going to have a chat with Darren. So Darren, why don't you tell us, how did Jesus become such a significant part of your life?
Yeah, great. My story is really, I grew up in a Christian family, so I've kind of always gone to church and always been involved around faith, around Christianity. I suppose my first step on that journey was, I think I was about 5 or 6, and I went with my dad, who was a youth worker at the church. Went to a youth event, and there was someone talking and said about giving your life to Jesus and how it's got to be something that you do. You can't just do it because your mum and dad do. And so that was probably my first step, where I said, yeah, I want to be a Christian. I want to live that way. Did it really have an effect on me? Probably not at 5 years old. There probably wasn't much of a difference. But probably my next significant step happened when I was about 12. I went to Spring Harvest Festival, Christian festival, and I just remember being challenged. Is my life any different from anyone else? What does God mean to me? Does it have an effect? And I thought to myself, you know what? There's probably not a lot of difference between me and everyone else. Around me. God's not made that much of a difference. And I remember kind of going, actually, if this God thing is real, if I really believe in Jesus, He needs to make my life different. My life should be different. And so from that point on, I think I started trying to, I think that was the point where I really started living as a Christian. I really started saying, actually I'm going to start to live differently, and to be different from people around. It's not always easy to make a stand and to go against what the crowd is doing, really, I suppose.
Nice. And so what does that look like, actually, in that sense of being different, going against maybe what the crowd is doing? What did it look like for you to take that stand and go, actually, do you know what, I'm going to live differently to how maybe others are?
Yeah, I think I try to be truthful. I think truth is a really important thing. I was probably swearing like everyone else was. I tried to cut that out of my life. I tried to just put into practice the things that God was saying. Trying to look out for others rather than just look out for me. Try not to. I think as a young person, it's really easy to tease other people and to almost get minor bullying, I suppose. I tried to kind of stand up for those. Try not to kind of pick on people and do that kind of thing. And that's where I was as a 12-year-old, and I suppose as I understood more about the faith and more about what Jesus teaches, the more I tried to apply that as I grew up in my faith.
Darren, thank you so much. That was so great to hear something of your story. And what you were sharing about the difference that your faith has made in your life reminds me of the new command that Jesus gives to his disciples at the Last Supper. Jesus said to his closest friends, "A new command I give to you, to love one another." And I wonder, what does that look like in your life? What does it look like in your life to show your faith through your love for others? Don't forget to tune in again next week to join us as we continue with Vitalise Coffee Break.